Howdy, Possum Patty here, and this is my new summer journal. Sandy toes and salty kisses. So, come on along. Well, there's so many different pages I'd like to get done, but since tomorrow's Father's Day, I thought I'd do a father page. So I was looking around at different pictures, and I came across this one, which is a very old photo of my father dressed up as Robin Hood in front of a Tudor-style house. Now this looks like the house his father renovated in Paragould, Arkansas. But I could be wrong. It could be Alexandria, Virginia, but I think it's Paragould, Arkansas. So I made a copy. It came out kind of light. My printer's not very good, but I think it's usable. So I went down to the magic basement looking for some Robin Hood themed stuff. And this is what I came up with. First, a Nottingham lace edged handkerchief with embroidery of Robin Hood, made in Britain, £1 80. This was given to me by one of my students who went to visit England. And she also brought back the famous Robin Hood card game. I like this picture on the cover. And this has all these different cards. Sheriff of Nottingham, Robin Hood. So all the different characters here. I'm not sure how to play this. I never ever used this. I think I had it in my classroom. Some of the kids might have played with it. And I guess these coins are for playing in the game. And it came with this big poster about all the characters. And let's see, Robin Hood. And she brought me back this souvenir guide. The Tales of Robin Hood, Nottingham. And it's got some really cool pictures in here that I might use on the page. And I also, let's see, the other things she brought back were these two window clings. It'll be hard to see these. Let me get these apart. Okay, this one is Maid Marian. And this one is Robin Hood. But these are window clings. Each is a piece of plastic. I don't know how I would use those in the book. And then I had some random things. I didn't bring everything up out of the basement, but there's a coloring book with all medieval images of knights and ladies. And I just found I had copied some of them already. Kind of like this here. That's pretty. Unicorn. People in a boat. Viking ship. The Miller and his Windmill. Sir Lancelot crossing the Sword Bridge. Oh, this is cool. And then there were these paper dolls. And this is a 15th century knight. Guess you can color them in. And here's one of Robin Hood. And here's his hood, I guess, a different hat. King Richard, the Lionheart. And a 15th century lady. It's just a copy, I guess. So I have all these elements now. I can make a Robin Hood page or two. All right, so I think I'll go through this Robin Hood book, and it looks like these pages are almost the exact size to fit in this journal. So maybe I'll pull out 2 pages for a spread and then think about what else I can do. I carefully removed the cover from the guidebook. All I did was take out the staples and I trimmed them down a little bit, and they fit on these pages perfectly, and I really love them. So I might not do too much else to these pages, but I'm thinking about making a pocket here by the tree and sticking him in the pocket like that. And then perhaps putting something on the back side of this. And that would be pretty simple to do. I might want to sew this down to another piece of paper, and I can take my little knife and just make a split. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to sew this to a... Do I need to sew it to another paper, or can I just glue it down here? These might work. I'm just worried about getting glue the bottom half. You know what? I think I'm going to sew it. I did my stitching on this side, so the green paper is on the back. I think this is going to work better too, because this is very waxy and it might not glue down well to the journal. So by sewing it onto the paper, now I can glue the green paper to the journal page. And I just put a little bit of an extra stitch on each side of the slit that I made for the pocket to give it a little bit more support. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down on that side. And I'm going to glue Robin Hood on this side. And I did stitch a little bit of this leafy vine ribbon onto the page, just so they both have a little bit of stitching. So I'm going to glue that down, and while that's drying, I'm going to go look for something fun to put on the back of this. And I might put some glossy Mod Podge on this to make it look more like a photo, because the original photo is a little bit glossy. Okay, I've got my pages glued down. We just have to let those dry. Put this aside for now. And I'm looking through the souvenir book here for something to put on the back of the photo. And here's a really nice Robin Hood that would fit perfectly on the back of that. There's a couple other images in here. Oh, there's several that are really good size. There's one over here. You know what? I think I'm going to go with Robin Hood. I'm going to cut this out, glue it on the back, and put some Mod Podge on top of the photo. I just gave it one coat of the gloss Mod Podge. I got to go wash out my brush before it gets all hard. And we have to let this dry. So everything's drying. I can't do too much more in my journal. But I was thinking about opening up my flower press and see how my tulips came out. Stand by. Okay, here comes the big reveal. I tried to press some tulip leaves. This is the very first time I've ever tried to press tulip leaves, and they're kind of fat and juicy, so I don't know how they're going to come out. So this is an experiment. And my son gave me these tulips for, I think they're at the bottom, Mother's Day. And now it's Father's Day. These things should be ready to go. And funny story is that when I went for my first checkup when I was pregnant with my son, they told me I was due on Mother's Day. And I said, oh, that's nice. And then I went for another checkup, and the doctor looked at the date, and he said, no, you're due on Memorial Day, not to the end of May. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's like another couple weeks I have to wait. So first it was Mother's Day, and then it was Memorial Day, and do you know he was actually born exactly on Father's Day? Oh, well, here's something. Here's a leaf. Oh, that came out nice. Everything's way down here at the bottom, I guess. Oh, okay, now they gotta be in here somewhere. Okay, there was more than just one leaf in there. I know that. Oh, here's two more leaves. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Oh, that's interesting. I don't like this big brown spot here. I think there's more. I think there's more. Oh, here's another one. Maybe because they were such a pale color. Oh, you know what this is here? Or is it a seeds? Seeds forming inside the tulip. I like the little purple spots. Well, I don't know what I can do with these. Oh, don't rip it. I think they got a little mushy here with the center of the tulip. Well, I don't know about this. Maybe if they were a darker color, they'd be prettier? What do you think? Well, I have to decide whether I'm going to use these in my journal or not. And so I think I will come back tomorrow and show you how my Robin Hood page looks all dry, because it's going to take a while for the Mod Podge to dry. And let you know what I decide to do with these tulips. So I just want to wish everybody happy junk journaling. Thanks for coming along, and bye-bye now.